Getting a first glimpse at how the city of Charlotte wants to spend its proposed housing trust fund.
Yeah, the pot of money is replenished every 2 years via a bond referendum, but this time city leaders want to double the amount.
WCNC Charlotte's Julia Kauffman is here to talk about this. So, Julia, how is the city seeking solutions for people looking to buy homes?
Well, Vanessa, we often see the bond money go to building affordable rental communities or preserving apartments that already have a lower rent. That's still going to be a priority, but this time around, they say there's a bigger emphasis on home ownership.
There's no shortage of new apartments in Charlotte.
We have enough multifamily in the pipeline.
But more units don't always equate to affordable prices.
A lot of times what we've seen from being in the neighborhoods is that a person can afford a house, 3-bedroom house, cheaper than a 1-bedroom apartment.
As Charlotte leaders decide how to allocate the proposed housing trust fund, Chair of City Council's Housing Committee, Victoria Watlington, says making rent obtainable is important.
We've got vacant units. The question is, how do we incentivize property managers and owners to join our efforts in place-based and even person-based vouchers?
As they look for the answer, focus is also shifting to permanent housing.
So the more that we can enable people to own their homes, I think the better.
Action NC's Robert Dawkins agrees.
We need to get people to home ownership as fast as we can. And we need to get people making a livable wage.
To pay for the city's housing strategy, leaders want to double the housing bond from the biannual $50 million to $100 million.
That's Charlotte's future, and a lot of people are being priced out.
The city has raised property taxes to help pay for this bond and other growing costs of the growing Queen City. But the decision ultimately lies with voters this November.
If the bond referendum is voted down this year, we will not have another opportunity to invest in housing for the next 2 cycles.
The city wants to hear back from you, from voters, on what priorities should be. So it's launching an online survey next week, so you can share your thoughts on how the housing money should be spent. And then, of course, we know the vote is in November. Before that, council will vote on recommended strategies. Colin, Vanessa.
Yeah, we talk about this pretty much every month, so hopefully there'll be some movement on what we're seeing in the months ahead. Julia, thank you.